Hello dear students, in this session let me consider the next concept that I have selected from the lesson motion in a straight line, and in the today's session we'll talk about the stopping distance. So let me take an example where the vehicle is traveling in a straight line or a straight road with some initial velocity u. Imagine that we have a body or a vehicle. It is moving in a straight line with some speed or some velocity u here, and let us assume that the acceleration of the vehicle which is moving on a road is constant. That is, let me take an example where the body is moving in a straight line with some initial velocity u, such that its acceleration is constant. Suddenly we are applying the brakes for a moving vehicle. What happens when the brakes are applied? Of course, the vehicle comes to a rest. But unfortunately, before coming to the rest, after applying the brake, before coming to the rest, the vehicle is going to move some distance before coming to the rest. How much distance that vehicle is traveling before coming to the rest after application of the brakes? Brakes apply ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, suddenly vehicle stop ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ರೆಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ, ಆ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಸ್ಟಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್? ದೆನ್ ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವೇರ್ ದ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಎ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟ್ ರೋಡ್ with some initial velocity u, with constant acceleration a, and you are applying a brake to stop the vehicle, but unfortunately the vehicle suddenly will not come to the rest. Before coming to the rest, it is going to travel some distance, that is further distance. How much distance the vehicle is traveling before coming to the rest, that distance we'll call it as a stopping distance it is. So let me derive an expression for what? The stopping distance here, or else let me analyze the formula to calculate the stopping distance. For that, I will use one of the famous equation of motion, that is v square equals to u square plus 2as. So I will make a use of equation v square is equals to u square plus 2as in order to calculate what? The stopping distance here. How we are calculating stopping distance? What is u here? U is a initial velocity or initial speed with which your vehicle is traveling. Say for example, a bus is traveling with a speed of 60 kmph. A bus is traveling with a speed of 60 kmph. It is called the initial speed or initial velocity of a bus. Initially the bus is traveling with a speed of 60 kmph, and a driver applies a brake to stop the bus. When the bus stops, its final velocity will be 0. When the driver is applying the brakes to stop the bus, when the bus stops, definitely its final velocity will be 0. And before coming to the rest, of course the bus is going to travel some distance after application of brakes. Driver brake apply ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ suddenly bus stop ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್, ಫರ್ದರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿನೋಟ್ ಬೈ ಎಸ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ S is a stopping distance. We'll try to write the formula for what? The stopping distance here. Then what is A? A is called acceleration of the bus here. Already we assumed that the bus is traveling with a constant acceleration here. That's what the A is considered as a acceleration of a bus. How you are deriving an expression for the stopping distance here? What is V? Final velocity of a vehicle when it stops. Of course, the value of V is equals to 0. What is U here? With what speed the vehicle is moving initially. That is called initial velocity of a bus or initial velocity of a vehicle it is. What is S here? S is called stopping distance. Substitute the value here. V value is equals to 0, which is equals to U square plus 2AS here. Transfer U square this side, or else transfer 2AS this side. It will be minus 2AS is equals to what? U square, or S is equals to what? Minus U square by 2A. This is the formula which is used to determine the stopping distance here. Here negative sign indicates that what? Force is applied in the direction opposite to the motion of a bus, or else the acceleration of a bus is negative here. Therefore, the magnitude of the stopping distance can be determined by using the formula U square by 2A. This is the formula which is used to calculate the stopping distance. Therefore, the stopping distance is estimated with the help of the formula S is equals to what? U square by 2A. Already we assumed that the acceleration is constant here. When the acceleration is constant, definitely the stopping distance is directly proportional to what? U square. Very important here. The stopping distance is directly proportional to U square. What is the meaning of stopping distance is directly proportional to U square? What is U here? With what speed a vehicle is traveling initially. If the speed of a vehicle is maximum, it is going to travel more distance before coming to the rest. If the speed of a vehicle is minimum, it is going to travel minimum distance before coming to the rest here. In general, the stopping distance is directly proportional to the square of the initial velocity or initial speed of a vehicle. Therefore, S is directly proportional to what? The U square. And one more formula you are using to determine the stopping distance. That formula is given by S is equals to what? U square divided by 2 times mu into G. So this is another formula or very important formula which is used to calculate the stopping distance, and this formula is used when you are taking frictional force into an account. First formula, that is S is equals to U square by 2A, is used when you are negotiating the frictional force between tires of a vehicle and a road. ರೋಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೈರ್ಸ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ನೆಗೋಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಯು ನೋ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್ ದೇರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಸ್ಟ್ ಎ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಟೈರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎ ರೋಡ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೈರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ದ ಫ್ರಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಅನ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್, then the stopping distance is determined with the help of what? S is equals to U square divided by 2 mu G here. What is mu? Mu is called coefficient of friction. It is called coefficient of friction. Mu is called coefficient of friction, and of course you know very well what is G here. G is called acceleration. Acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. For a vehicle and a road, say for example you have a vehicle which is traveling on a road, definitely the mu is what? Constant here. Of course the acceleration is also constant. In general, S can be written as some constant k into what? U square, or S is directly proportional to what? U square here, where K is a constant of proportionality. That constant of proportionality is given by 2 times mu into G. This constant is given by K is equals to 1 divided by 2 mu G. It is constant for given pair of vehicle and road. ನೀವು ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ರೋಡ್ ಏನು ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಕಾಂಬಿನೇಷನ್ ಗೆ ಇದು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Therefore K is called constant of proportionality. Once again, the stopping distance is directly proportional to square of the initial velocity. Note, concentrate ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. The first formula, that is S is equals to U square by 2A, is used when you are negotiating or neglecting the frictional force between tires of a vehicle and a road. Will treat the road is very smooth, or else vehicle is traveling on a smooth surface. The practically, of course, it is impossible. Most of the time what happens, there exists a frictional force between tires and a road. Therefore the best formula to calculate the stopping distance is, of course, by using the formula S is equals to U square divided by what? 2 times mu into G. But most of the time the examples are given based on the formula S is equals to U square by 2A, and most of the time they are negotiating the frictional force between what? Tires and a road, and a stopping distance is directly proportional to what? Square of the initial speed of a vehicle. Let me take one example here. Say for example a bus is traveling with a speed of 40 kilometer per hour. Imagine a bus is traveling with a speed of 40 kilometer per hour, and a driver is applying the brakes to stop the bus. Of course, when the driver is applying the brakes, you know very well the bus suddenly will not comes to the rest. Suddenly rest nal baralla. It is going to travel some further distance before coming to the rest. That distance we'll call it as a stopping distance. Say for example that stopping distance may be, yes it is. Now imagine that the same bus is moving with a speed of what? 60 kmph. Initially it was moving with a speed of 40 kmph. Now the same bus is moving with a speed of what? 60 kmph. Once again the driver is what? Applying the brakes to stop the bus. Of course the bus is going to stop after traveling some distance, but this time the distance traveled by the bus before coming to the rest will be maximum. ಈ ಸರ್ತಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಬಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ ರೀಸನ್? because this time the bus is moving with a speed of what? 60 kmph. Earlier it was moving with what? 40 kmph, which means stopping distance is directly proportional to with what speed or velocity the vehicle is traveling. What speed or velocity the vehicle is traveling, on the basis of that the stopping distance value is going to decide. Let me take few examples based on the concept called what? So I have one example based on the concept stopping distance here. Try to solve this example. A bus is moving with a speed of 60 kmph on straight road and it is brought to rest within the distance of what? 20 meter. Means the driver is applying the brakes for a moving bus. The bus was moving with a speed of what? 60 kmph. The driver is applying the brakes to stop the bus, but the bus is stopping after traveling a distance of what? 20 meter. Bus suddenly will not come to the rest here and it is going to travel a distance of 20 meter before coming to the rest. This distance will call it as a stopping distance here. What is the stopping distance? What is the stopping distance if same bus is moving with a speed of 80 kmph? Suppose the same bus instead of 60 kmph, if it is moving with a 80 kmph speed, what would be the stopping distance? That they are asking. So what is the first case? Initially the bus was moving with what? 60 kmph. Initially the bus was moving with a 60 kmph and at that time its stopping distance I will call it as a S1 and that S1 is how much it is? 20 meter. Okay. Then next is S2 we have to calculate. Next stopping distance when U2. What is U2 here? U2 is how much it is? U2 is 80 kmph. So we have to calculate the stopping distance in the second case, in which the bus is traveling with a speed of what? 80 kmph. Already we discussed the stopping distance is directly proportional to what? U square. The stopping distance is directly proportional to U square. This implies what I can write? S2 by S1. S2 by S1 should be equals to what? U2 by U1 whole square. S2 by S1 should be equals to U2 by U1 whole square. The reason is S is directly proportional to what? U square. Then what is S2? S2 is equals to what? S1. S1 into U2 by U1 whole square. Okay. Further, what is S2? S2 is equals to S1. How much is the S1 here? 20 into. What is U2? U2 is how much here? 80 kmph divided by. What is U1? 60 kmph. Therefore, S2 is equals to 20 into 80 divided by 60 is whole square. Okay, 80 divided by 60 is whole square. Further, what I can write now? 0 and 0 gets cancelled here. What I can write? So 8 divided by 6 whole square. S2 is equals to 20 into what it is? 8 divided by 6 whole square. Okay. What is 8 divided by 6? Nearly 8 divided by 6. Nearly what? 1.33. So 1.33 it is. Therefore, S2 equals to 20 into 1.33. It's a square. 1.33 its square it is. Okay, 1.33 square, or else you can write 64 by what? 36, no problem. Directly you can make it square, or else 1.33 whole square it is. 1.33 whole square, you can simplify. How much is the square of what? 1.33. 1.33 is nearly close to 4 by 3. 4 by 3 means 4 square is 16, 3 square is 9. It will be 16 by 9 agutte. 1.33 is nearly equals to 4 by 3. 4 by 3 square is how much it is? 16 by 9. Therefore, what is S2? S2 equals to, how much is the S2 here? S2 equals to 20 into, it will be what? 16 by 9. 16 by 9. Therefore, S2 equals to 20 by 9. 20 by 9 is nearly taken as what? 2. Nearly, of course, it is 1.8. 1.8 nearly, I will take it as what? 2 here. 20 by 9 is nearly equals to 2 into 16. 16 into 2 is how much it is? 32 meter. Your answer is nearly 32 meter, not exactly 32 meter. It will be nearly 32 meter is the stopping distance here. So this is how you are solving the examples which are related to what? The stopping distance. Yes, in this problem, the stopping distance for a car moving on a straight road is 10 meter. What is the stopping distance if a car moves at twice the speed as before? Means we are increasing the speed of the car 2 times the initial value, and we are calculating the new value of what? The stopping distance. In this case, initial speed of a car, that is speed of a car in a first case, is taken as what? U. And in this case, the stopping distance was how much it is? 10 meter. Now, in the second part of the example, what changes we made? What is the stopping distance? Means we have to calculate the value of what? S2. What is the stopping distance if a car moves twice the speed as before? Means speed of the car is 2 times the speed in the first case. ಮೊದಲು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಡಬಲ್ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟಾಪಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Therefore, what should be U2 here? U2 is what? 2 times U here. U2 is 2 times U. You know very well, the stopping distance is directly proportional to what? U square. This implies S2 by S1 is equals to, what I can write? U2 by U1 whole square, or S2 by S1 is equals to, what is U2? U2 is 2U divided by U1 is U, it's a square. Next step, U and U gets cancelled. 2 square is how much it is? 4. Therefore, what is S2? S2 is equals to 4 times S1, or S2 equals to 4 times, what is S1 here? S1 is 10. Therefore, what is S2? S2 is how much it is? 40 meter. What it means? If the speed of a vehicle is doubled, if initial speed of a vehicle is doubled, then the stopping distance increases by 4 times. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡಬಲ್ ಆಯ್ತಂದ್ರೆ, with what speed the vehicle is moving, suppose it become double, then the stopping distance increases by 4 times. So that is the information what we are getting by solving this example.